Hey everybody, welcome back to our playthrough of the Outer Worlds Spacer's Choice Edition. Where were we? That's a great question. Let's look at the journal here. We are gonna go help Parvati make some time with her girlfriend or whatever. Stellar Bay and Monarch. Where are we right now? We are on Monarch. Alright. Oh, I think we're going to the Rizzo's facility.
Stay safe out there.
Thanks, lady. Alright, we're taking Nyoka and Sam. Because I think they're probably two of our better combat options. Alright, let's look at the regional map. And we'll fast travel to Cascadia.
Join me for a second, will you? Hey, got a favor to ask you. Figure while we're out here in the wilderness anyhow, we might stop in on an old friend of mine. Preferably before we get to Hiram's. It's on the way, don't worry. You don't seem the type to run off and get yourself killed, and I could use the help.
Thanks for the compliment, I think. I definitely don't plan on getting myself killed.
Well, we'll see about that. I'll be upfront with you. I hate asking for help. I hate it. Every time I give someone the opportunity to disappoint me, they seem to make it their most immediate goal. But this, what I'm thinking, it's dangerous.
What kind of danger are we talking about here?
Nothing we can't handle.
Way to narrow it down.
I used to run with a band of hunters. Friends. 6 of us. We were on Monarch when the corporations pulled out, and we helped a lot of people pick up the pieces. I haven't seen 2 of them in years, and the rest I know to be dead. I'd like to gather their effects and bury them all in the same places, like the family we once were.
And then you're gonna kill yourself on top of the graves?
I saw it happen. Hell, one of them was in my arms at the time. His name was Hayes, and he's our first stop. I buried him a ways from our encampment. I'll show you where he rests. He had a medallion in his effects. That's what I'll bring home to bury.
So you're gonna dig up a buried guy to rebury his shit?
Then we find my 2 lost trackers and bring them home. A long time ago, we built an encampment in one of Monarch's cave systems. Trouble is, a Maniqueen showed up and kicked us all out. If we can find Rebecca and Anders, they'll know how to lure her out. Then we kill the bitch and bury everyone's medallions together.
Alright. We'll get to that eventually. Hello, Sam. I don't really have a lot of ammo for that, so... Alright, we found a vending machine. Let's buy some ammo.
Clean, mean, and ready to kill worms.
Alright. I'm really not convinced that this weapon is that great. But whatever. Purple berry liquor. I'm all over that. There's the sweetheart cake. Alright, let's get in this terminal here. Authorized users. Alright. Oh, these people are turning into 2613. Alright, so people are like turning into monsters or zombifying or whatever. Why can't I get in there? Doesn't make any sense. All right, well, now we got to go to Stellar Bay. That was all we came down here for. Was that sweetheart cake? Look at all the dead bodies just all over the place. Alright, we can put our guns away.
Detecting unclean, sulfuric-steeped presence within the immediate vicinity. Again,
Live on Monarch a few years, and it gets under your skin, in your blood, breathe it, taste it in everything you eat.
replacement of faulty parts recommended.
Alright, we're going in here.
Whoa, by the stars, my poor heart. I just about pissed my jumpsuit.
Me too, buddy. Why would you admit that to anyone?
Because there's no shame in having overactive bladder muscles, all right? It's a perfectly normal medical condition. Besides, life in this town is enough to try anyone's nerves.
Ever thought about leaving Stellar Bay?
Only every day. But in case you haven't noticed, we don't exactly get ships on a regular basis, yours notwithstanding. And even if I did scrape together enough to buy passage out with sublight, which would mean reaching Fallbrook without getting eaten, shot, or dissolved into green goop, what then?
You forgot stabbed. That's also a possibility.
Well, thank you for reminding me. As if I weren't already destined for an early grave.
My engineer is looking to get a dustback casserole. Can you cook one of those?
That was a real popular meal 10, 20 years back, before the board tucked tail and ran. These days, everybody's had a belly full of salt tuna. They all want borscht. And the mushrooms, well, not many venture out of town, what with the monsters hereabouts. I can whip one up for you, but it'll cost. Here's a menu.
3,000 bits? How about we intimidate him and say, "You take me for an idiot? No damn casserole's worth that much. Try again. Try harder."
Whoa, hold on, Okay. Leak contained. My stars. Look, Captain, this is the best I can do without putting myself out of business.
Alright, I'm glad you saw reason. 2,000 bits is much more reasonable. Jesus Christ.
I'm mighty glad you reckon so. This is gonna take about an hour in the oven. Nothing I can do to speed it. That's just how cooking works.
Why are you bowing before me?
There we are. Now, if you don't mind, I really need to take a leak.
No problem, Chief. Alright, so we got all that stuff. And now it's going to say, go back to the ship. Alright, let's go back to the ship. Oh, we landed over here, didn't we? Oh, we didn't land here. I'm an idiot.
Okay, I'll bite.
Alright, there we go. Into the ship. Alright. Parvati, we got all the stuff for your big date. You got your nice pink armor.
The dust bat casserole Mr. Raymond made smells incredible. Oh, I kind of want to take a little taste. But I'm gonna be strong. Now look how cute these cakes from Cascadia are. Someone even traced little hearts in them. I guess that settles dinner. Thanks for hauling me all over creation, Captain.
You're welcome. Shouldn't you get ready for Junlei now?
Well, I was gonna, but then it hit me. I got this nice meal all planned out with music, and I got that soap to scrub up with, but I don't got nothing nice to wear, Captain.
Do you really need to do all this, or are you just putting off the date? It's tempting, but I will go with... You have anything particular in mind?
I don't have a head for fashion, and I can't really picture myself in something clean and pretty. There's this place I heard of in Byzantium, Jolicoeur's Haberdashery. I bet I could find something nigh on perfect at a place like that.
I don't know if this is true or not, so we'll say we'll swing by when we can.
Thanks, Captain. I know I've been asking a lot, but you help me out every time. You're the best.
Alright, that's why we helped out, so we could level up. I don't like these minuses going on here. Hack, lockpick, our engineering is 75. Clearly I'm providing a lot of leadership. Corrosion damage, N-ray damage. Why don't we do that for now? And over here in the perks, we will increase our science weapon damage, which again may have limited effect. Alright, taking a look at our journal here. Can we even go to Byzantium?
So then I told him, oh, ha ha ha, that tickles. How odd.
Yeah, I don't think we have permission to go to Byzantium. I'm not even sure which one of these it's at, so...
No, don't desist. I think I might like it. Further data collection is required for accurate assessment.
Ada and Sam are getting it on. Alright, let's go. Sorry, Sam. I'm going to be a cock blocker. Alright, looking at our... Oh, hey, we can add some abilities here. We will do that with Sam. I think this is probably a pretty good idea. I don't know what N-rays are, but they sound bad for you. Alright, we're going to do star-crossed troopers. There is the location. You can't fast travel because there are hostiles nearby.
Vacuum pack full. Emptying sack and replacing filter now.
Is that a named creature?
You make it dirty, Sam cleans it up. Fighters, clean up the competition.
Ooh, wow.
Resume.
Alright. Do they have a vending machine up here? Oh, they do. I need to... I need to buy the light ammo. Alright. Now can we fast travel? To the Cascadia Turnpike? Maybe I should have looted that named creature. Marauder lookout. Oh, there's the Bourse factory.
Here we go.
Corpse detected.
Alright. Oh, we gotta go cross country. Doesn't sound good. Is that a bad guy? No. Alright, well there's a mantisaur drone.
That's the last of them.
Alright, well, this N-ray business is really nice, but I need more ammo. Alright, there's some ammo. Oh, there's some more.
Raps. Let's clear the sulfur-sodden fucks out so Hayes can rest in peace.
Mega messy.
Alright, that whole N-ray business, I don't know. Hayes' grave. Buried near the surface of Hayes' grave is a small lockbox. Its hinges rusted through and its wood almost completely rotted. It nearly falls apart in your hands, but in it you manage to find a tarnished silver medallion bearing the letters Charon. I think that was a Fallout 3 companion.
Hayes was the best self-sacrificing son of a saint I ever met. Halcyon is worse off without him. Now, if we're gonna lure the Manta Queen out, we'll need to find Rebecca and Anders. They took a UDL contract on Terra 2. We never heard from them again. Think it's time I call in a favor with Hiram. If anyone can track them down, it's him.
Tell me about the UDL contract.
I don't know much about it. It paid well, so they took it. They said they'd be back in a couple of weeks and that maybe we could all use the money to get off Monarch. That was a long time ago.
So they're dead.
I should have. I really should have. But soon after they left, Hayes and the others died. And to be honest, after him, I stopped trying. Because it hurt like hell to do so.
Booze makes for better friends anyway.
I'll admit there's a certain truth to that, but every once in a while, when I realize I've lost track of the number of bottles I've hucked at a tree, I get to wondering. Maybe one night I'll reach for a bottle and find my sidearm instead, and it'll be just as comforting. The thought sobers me right up, and I don't want to be thinking it anymore. Now, come on, let's make tracks before Hiram dies of old age.
Alright, I am going to change my weapons here a little bit. Oh, great. I'm going to replace that with the plasma carbine. Does that use light ammo? Maybe I'll replace it with that. I just need a different gun because we don't have any light ammo left anymore, really. Whoops. Alright, I really don't need to be doing all this. Alright, so we gotta go see the information broker. Oh, Awesome. Yeah, this is the problem with heavy weapons builds, is that you run out of ammo very easily. Let's look at the map here and see which way we're going. And basically we're going to just follow this path all the way. Yeah, so that's the bad thing about heavy weapons builds, is that they tend to blow through all your ammo. And my preferred heavy weapon is light ammo. We don't have any left, so... I will
The
use
caves
this.
back east are safest. We can head up this path if you want to shoot your way through a few nightmares on your way up.
Hey, why don't you shut the fuck up and let me navigate, alright? It's a road, we've already been through it. I don't need to know. She's saying this is the safest way up? Oh, well that's the way I
I
meant to go.
love this mountain. You can see so much from here. So many beasts would need killing. So many drinks would need drinking.
Initiating off-road trailblazing mode now.
Uh... Yeah. I think I have too many weapons that all use the same kind of ammo. Do I have anything that uses heavy ammo? That thing already needs to be fixed. Alright, shock cannon, but that's only good against robots. Oh. Alright. That doesn't... This stuff all uses the same ammo. Alright, I guess I'm using grenades from now on. It's going to be really great when we're up close. Or I guess I could switch to this thing, handgun ammo. Here are more critters. What? It wasn't loaded? Well, that was an interesting firearm.
Roger! Infestation encroaching! Analysis of efforts. Wrong tool for the job. Congratulations, customer. Your SAM unit is performing at peak capacity.
Maybe I should have chosen the handguns instead. I don't have enough. Parts to fix everything.
And here we are. Told you we'd make it in one piece. Station ain't too far now.
We're about halfway there. Oh, we can just go up this way.
You! Get over here! There are marauders up ahead!
Okay.
Oh no. How the hell did marauders navigate the caverns?
This station's under the protection of the corporate compliance crew. You a marauder? 'Cause me and my sunshine, that's my gun if you were wondering, we don't take kindly to marauders.
Nope.
A coherent enough response, I reckon. Must be true. You're clear, but I would caution you against pressing on ahead. This station's plumb crawling with marauders, you know.
What are you doing up here? Hunting marauders?
I take it you ain't met the other C3s. Me and Sunshine are doing exactly what we've been tasked with. You want more details? You ought to talk to my crew. They're guarding a small barracks to the southeast, by the edge of the mountain.
What are you waiting for? Help me kill these marauders.
There is nothing I'd enjoy more, but the C3s play it by the book. Usually. Go petition the boss man. Maybe you can convince him to alter my duties.
How do I find the other C3s?
See that path that runs underneath that giant archway? Follow it on down. There's a little station near the cliff. You'll find the rest of my crew there.
All right. Can't just go that way? As long as the marauders have light ammo. Totally okay with me. Oh, here are the rest of the people. Donald Anderson, Lance. Is that it? Can I pay to fix my shit? Alright, what do we want to tinker with? I'll save that for now.
How'd you get up here? Through the caves?
Nope, I didn't come up through the caves.
Good answer. I wasn't looking forward to gut-shotting you. See, the thing is, I'm with the corporate compliance crew. C3, if you will. We're mercs. And our current contract mandates that we annihilate any creatures or persons that emerge from the tunnel.
Allow me to intervene. It's my job to mediate any conflicts of interest regarding C3 and third parties. All right, first things first. To make a decision in this dispute, I'm gonna need to know what your role in your organization is.
You can consider me the CEO of a company of one.
A lean but efficient corporate structure. I'm impressed. Still, I gotta wonder. What are your intentions regarding Devil's Peak Station? That is why you've wandered out here, I presume.
Joy sent me to talk to you.
Well, that's all well and good, but the reason you've come is secondary to the arbitration at hand. Our guidelines allow us some leeway in identifying threats to our client. Your unorthodox profession makes me think we ought to remove you from the premises permanently. However, the terms of our contract specifically targets marauders, iconoclasts, MSI operatives, and anyone deemed to hobo-like in appearance.
Well, I'm definitely not a hobo.
As you don't appear to fit any of those categories, I'm afraid I can't quite make a call on you.
Don't we, as a standing policy, provide an alternative to termination via financial restitution? Addie, our chief financial officer, could confirm. But I'm betting if you're willing to compensate us for our lost time and productivity due to this arbitration, you could pass.
There's no way in hell I'm paying you anything.
I guess we might could. There's something I like about you. Can't put my finger on it, but I feel like I'd rather have you with us than against us. All right. Lance, unless you have a final point of contention to make, I'd say he's clear to go.
Nah, I'll sign the clearance form. Just, I must advise you to steer clear of Devil's Peak Station. It's teeming with marauders.
Anything else you need?
How's the station end up overrun by marauders if you were hired to guard it?
Trying to say we didn't do our job? I'll have you know, our contract was to stop any marauders coming from the caves. Didn't say nothing about the ones taking the mountain path. We'll simply clear them out later, once we've got the go-ahead from Berthold.
Who's Berthold, your boss?
That's right. Berthold Fox is our boss man. Founder, president, and CEO. Bertie went down into the caves on a hunt for marauders, give or take, 6 hours ago.
Oh, he's dead.
He's a hands-on type. Likes to handle the tougher tasks himself. Although, he should have been back. Going on 6 hours now. I'd ask you to check the caves for him, but then we'd have to kill you when you crawl back out.
Are you gonna kill Berthold when he returns from the caves too?
Space no. The contract doesn't target C3s. How do we enforce it otherwise?
A mite cold-blooded, ain't he, Donald?
Make me an honorary C3 and I'll go look for him.
Done. Use this. Signal's locked to Bertie's tracker. Should lead you right to him. Or his body. Whatever you find. Bring him back to us, okay?
Alright. So my plan is we find Bertie and then use that to get these guys to help us out. I know that's a very cunning plan. We'll see how well it works. How would they even see me come out of the cave? The entrance to the cave is nowhere near
Initiating
them.
self-cleaning cycle.
Alright, let me save here really quickly. We'll save over that one. Delightful. There's a manosaur. There's a manosaur. And let me guess, I won't be able to get to where we need to go without going down there. Oh. Never mind. That looks like a body. Oh, there he is. There's some kind of critter.
Little help here so we both don't die?
Maybe in a minute.
Oh, you are in for it now.
Look at that. What is going on? Oh. Sam, were you just flying around? Alright, well that went really quickly. Hello?
That assist was a violation of corporate law if I ever saw one. Since it was to my benefit, and we're largely in lawless lands, I'll look the other way. C3 owes you one, stranger. You haven't seen Constance, have you? Ah, there's her torso. And that'll be her legs over yonder, never mind. I'm Bertold.
What in the void are you thinking, creeping around a mannequin like that?
At the time, I was thinking, please don't see me, oh law, I don't want to die, nah, nah, nah. Now I'm thinking it was stupid to come in here.
C3 sent me to find you.
Means they're still holding the post then. Good. You might head on back. We can talk more there where it's safe. I'll be on my way. Once I've gathered up Constance's parts.
Alright, well I don't have any of my awesome N-ray ammo left, but I do have this. Or this. Let's make a final sweep. Anything else left to loot? I know we got a flamethrower. And we will not go downstairs, because that's where a bunch of manosaurs live. Yep. No thanks. I don't want any of that. Oh, interesting. So you're shooting the mantiqueen in her reproductive parts when you're killing her. Her weak spot, anyway. How did you beat us back here?
Hey, Mannequin Slayer. Glad you made it in one piece. After all, not everyone's so lucky. Meet my corporate compliance crew. Then check out our weapons locker inside. I reckon you'll find something you like. Then we call it even between us.
Okay. Kinda odd for a group of mercs to label themselves as a corporate entity.
The corporate model is the oldest and most efficient, not to mention stable structure history has ever shown us. Plus, corporations got certain rights not entailed to individuals. I lead the C3s. Addie covers our payroll and expenditures. Lance handles the human capital. And Donald is our charming public face. Our system works. We've racked up more confirmed kills than any other crew you can hire.
Why are you guys guarding the station?
We were hired to do so. Why else? You did get the memo that we're mercenaries? Our client's a bit unorthodox, sure. He calls himself the broker, and prefers the glow of a terminal to flesh and blood interaction. But I can't fault his work ethic. Our current gig's to stop, by means of lethal force, any creatures exiting the caverns, including but not limited to marauders, iconoclasts, and agents operating for the MSI.
I'll call it even if you help me wipe out the marauders at the broadcast station.
You drive a hard bargain, Mannequin Slayer. It don't make much financial sense for C3 to expend resources on any killing beyond the contract stipulations. As the marauders didn't enter from the caves, the requirements are murky. At the same time, we do want to keep our client alive until the payment's cleared.
So let's do this.
We recommended the client safeguard himself, so I don't expect that the main doors will be accessible. Find a way to open them, and we'll clear any hostiles on the inside. I'd best radio ahead for Joy and Hudson to prep for us. They'll be at the station entrance, ready with our finest auto mechanicals to assist you. C3s, prepare to move out.
Alright, let's go see if we can actually raid his weapons locker. Is that it? Yeah. Alright, plasma launcher, I already have that. Stun baton ultra. Why don't we just take these bits? I don't really need the plasma launcher. Ooh, I can take those though. I don't need the mag to zap. There we go. All right. Yeah, I definitely need a rifle or a handgun that uses heavy ammo. All right. Wow. All right. Let's do a little weapons rejiggering. Oh, look at that. A flamethrower that shoots acid. I definitely think we should equip that. I think we're gonna get rid of the plasma launcher at some point, maybe. Ooh, yeah. A giant acid cannon. Scrap mechanical. Oh no. Alright, I'm done. Alright, well, I guess we get to steal all their shit all over again.
Like a rapt among the rocks.
Alright, we'll take that off. We'll put that on. And since we know we're going to be fighting robots, we'll put this cannon on. I don't think we're going to be fighting robots right away, so...
Infestation encroaching!
I am fine. And, now we can trash some stuff. I am thinking about getting rid of the plasma launcher. Favor of the flamethrower. Great. Well, gonna need this. What was that noise? Let's try going this way. Maybe we can get the drop on them. Never mind. I think that's not going to help us. Alright, let's trash that.
Clean, mean, and ready to kill germs.
You didn't have any loot? Kind of ringleader doesn't have any loot.
Waste of company ammo.
Alright, clean it up. Clean it up while I get all the loot.
Scanning for target.
Can't hide from the law. They're in my
His choice. Trespassers terminated.
Alright, I need to trash some stuff here. And also in the armor. I don't really have anybody who needs an armor upgrade. Although I really do like the way that full cranial helmet looks. All right. Gotta scoop up all the stuff while I can. Anybody else out here?
Hiram must have been at the door. He sleeps easy.
A lot of good that hunting rifle did you, buddy. I dropped that. Or did I trash it like I hoped I did? I think I dropped it. Oh, I added it to junk. See where that's at. Anything else in here that isn't junk? Look at that dude just climbing up and down. Alright. I guess we have to go in this other way. By the way, I know we're approaching 1 hour very quickly. We're just going to keep going till we finish this mission.
You may not realize this, being as you're an outsider, but the blaring alarms indicate the station's on lockdown. Which means you can't ever get to me. So leave already.
Alright, well, the science weapon thing seems to throw them up in the air and shit, so...
Here's the elevator, but it ain't gonna budge. While this place is on lockdown. Guess we keep moving forward. Look for another way up.
Boy, look at all this stuff. That I'm never gonna use. Ooh, boy. Alright, well, breaking into the storeroom here seems like a pretty great idea. Memorandum, Environmental Controls, Installation and Keycard. Blah, blah, blah. Consider this your official notice to hide its access keycard deep in the bottom of a drawer somewhere. Because I sure as hell will not allow our station's efficiency scores to plummet due to a pointless safety feature. Don't even think about testing the system out. The emergency sirens will make your ears bleed. If you accidentally trigger the fire suppression system, it can suck the air from the room faster than the station's last performance review. Well, they must use that halon. Plasma rifle 208, plasma carbine 180. Oh, let's switch those. Stun Baton Ultra. Here's a Tremor Cleaver. Yeah, it's not as good as the Stun Baton Ultra. One thing about the gloop gun, it seems pretty cheap to repair. No complaints here.
You out there, whoever you are, yes, I can see you. Come here and talk to me. Face the intercom. I can't tell if you're brave or simply touched in the head. What in the galaxy are you doing sniffing around my station? Unless you are, in fact, trying to suicide by Marauder? And you, Nyoka, what are you doing lugging a stranger into my station?
You could use the socialization, you son of a bitch. Also, he hired me.
To what purpose? I happen to have some significant problems I am dealing with right now. Marauders, running out of purple berry wine 3 days ago, not being able to bloody broadcast. I see why Nyoka tolerates you. Fine, I'll do the talking. By the hand of fate and my own cunning skill, I run this station. The Marauders may have other plans, and since my hired hands have clearly turned idle, it appears I have need of you. As my newest contractor, you may call me the Broker.
Or we can call you Hiram, on account of that's your damn name, and doubly on the account of the Broker being a dumbass alternative.
What? Everyone calls me that, aside from you.
Speaking of, I'm working with Berthold. C3's ready to fight.
Oh, now they'll take action. It's about time, I tell you. I'm up to my neck in Marauders in here, which, by the by, they were supposed to prevent. I barricaded the broadcast center, but I can only hold out for so long. Clear the Marauders out, and I'll pay you double the going rate. They destroy the transmission equipment, and I'll be out of business. The elevator and doors to the second floor are back online. Hurry before I have to lock them down again.
I'll see what I can do. That other stuff really doesn't matter, so I can't unlock that. How do we get upstairs?
Hey, elevators to your right. Get ready.
Oh.
Three's entering through the main doors as we speak.
That's how we get upstairs. Too bad I couldn't pick that other lock. I bet it was a back stairway.
Light him on fire, ladies and gents!
Something.
Thought I saw something.
And stay down.
Here they come!
Clean up the competition!
Why did Berthold Fox turn hostile?
This area has been sanitized.
Well, that was interesting. Addie, Berthold Fox, they all turned hostile. Maybe I accidentally shot one of them, I don't know. Oh well, he's not gonna have to pay him. Not like they were very valuable anyway. I thought he was over here. All right. Definitely need the light ammo. Ooh. What was that thing? Officer's spine. Look at that. Give her that instead. All right, let's look at the machine here. I need the Devil's Peak Environmental Controls keycard. Or I could just hack it. Alright, atmospheric controls. Will this kill us? I hope not. Who knows what's gonna happen? We're doing it. Oh, I see what's going on here.
That's the last of them, I think.
I think if we could have crept up, we could have used that to kill everybody. That's funny. Alright, well now that we needlessly did that, C3's dead. All the other people are dead, allegedly. Anybody else in here? Oh, I did that again. think we may have killed all the Marauders, which is awesome. Here's the ringleader guy. Electromagnetic flash lens. That is right on. Is their machine gun better than mine? Fuck yeah, it is. Man, I need to get some more N-ray and put it on this thing. Good grief.
Marauder free at last. I'll get the door. You'll hurry on it.
See an enemy thingy.
Never thought I'd be ecstatic at having the walls painted in blood, but seeing as it's not mine, I'd say this calls for a celebration. My compliments on your improvised utilization of the fire suppressant system. I would expect nothing less from one of Nyoka's associates.
As usual, I'll take that as a compliment.
Of course. And you got me my money's worth out of the C3s. I ought to have simply dealt with you in the first place.
Think nothing of it.
Oh no, my business is in trade, not owing others the burden of a favor. This ought to square our debt. One hefty payment for a highly valued service rendered. But, I admit, I do wonder why Nyoka has brought you to me. Allow me to pose my question in another manner. Why, in the nebula, are you here?
You know why I'm here. Can we continue our conversation from the intercom now?
If you insist. As I was telling you before, I am the premier broker for all of Monarch. Phineas must have sent you. He's the only one insane enough to send someone to Monarch to rush me. I knew it was only a matter of time before he came a-knocking. Look, I might be late, but I fulfill my contracts, always.
Oh, you do you? I have lost track of the number of beers you owe me for chasing raptidons off your stoop.
SAM units never need longer than necessary to complete the job. Quick, quiet, and efficient, SAM sees it done.
I take offense to that. Look, okay. It might take me a while this time.
Why is that?
I am awaiting but a single incoming transmission containing the information we desire. But MSI and the Iconoclasts are clogging the airwaves from Stellar Bay and Amber Heights. In their war against each other, they're scrambling each other's outgoing transmissions. Luckily, however, MSI has now gone silent. You wouldn't know anything about that, would you?
We'll lie and say it wasn't me.
A pity. Seems I have some information on a rogue agent to hunt down. Still, we need to get the Iconoclasts off the airwaves. I will leave the means of that particular end under your discretion.
So we kicked them off.
Exactly what I was thinking. They hurt us all with their pettiness. Which, of course, has inadvertently affected the incoming port and my livelihood.
Tell me more about MSI and the Iconoclasts.
Graham and his Iconoclasts believe anarchy is the way of life. Sanjar opposes it, as he's taking strides to corporatize Stellar Bay.
Can't we cut them off from inside the station?
No, they're jamming the limited frequencies we have at our disposal. Nothing extraplanetary can get in or out until the frequency pollution thins out. The safest bet is to convince Graham and his Iconoclasts to stop transmitting on their end.
I'll talk to sense into them.
You do that, I'll be here, waiting on the receiving end. Luck be with you. I have a feeling you'll be needing a pinch of it, plus a vat of patience.
Nyoka needs a favor.
Oh, great. I love doing pro bono work for friends.
Aw, you called us friends. I'd normally entertain your self-aggrandizing delusions, but this time it's important.
Important to you is not the same as important to me. Although I do recognize that you may have earned some goodwill during your months laboring for me.
We'll use persuade to say she's your friend and she's in need. You're the only one who can help.
Tug on my heartstrings, why don't you?
I just did.
Look, I'll do what I can, all right?
Rebecca Hodges and Anders Wadsworth. They took a UDL contract back when Monarch went to shit, and I need to find them. I believe them to be on Terra 2.
If UDL hired 2 hunters back then, It would have been for creature clearing purposes round one of their Spacer's Choice outposts. These are the coordinates for the outpost under the last UDL contract. Now scram. And, good luck.
You're an info broker. What's that?
Is that a trick question? Because to answer it, you'd need to pay me. Of course, I could offer you a vastly more interesting bit of data instead. Try me. Ask me anything you'd like. I'll even offer it for free. We'll call it an exchange for your help with the broadcasts. Ask me what you will.
What can you tell me about the board?
There are so many members. Do specify.
Fucking know anybody? Got any compromising information on the chairman?
If you try to cite me on this, I will deny. Do you understand? What I am about to reveal is the sort of information that gets a body disappeared. MSI's ownership of Monarch is technically legal, but it would give MSI too much power on the board to grant them such status.
So the chairman demonizes Monarch rather than welcome it back into the fold.
Exactly. But you didn't hear so much as a whisper of such from me.
All right, let's ask you about something else.
Luckily for you, I am a veritable font of information.
And you love talking about yourself. What can you tell me about Phineas?
Not much, admittedly.
You must know something about him.
Phineas has been in hiding for the past 35 years. He got in touch with Nyoka first, who I use as a physical go-between. The rest is history. As far as what's between us, I mean. Outside of that, well, that's a raptidon of another color.
I'm listening.
I do know this much. There is a sharper side to the good scientist than you'd expect. If allegations are to be believed, the experiments he conducts for the greater good are in fact treasonous and for self-gain. I am not convinced as to the validity of these allegations, considering the source, but I am also not unconvinced either. Luckily for you, I am a veritable font of information.
All right, well, I'm turning the font off because I don't care about the iconoclast. Have you received any broadcasts from Earth?
What? No. Why would I go out of my way to intercept messages from Earth? There's no market for them. No buyer means it's not worth my time.
No, that's
now, if you wanted me to intercept a certain one, that might be worth it for the right price.
That's enough gossip for now.
How low you seemingly regard my trade.
Bye.
Sure. You know where to find me if you need me.
All right. We take this? Ooh, we can go out. Can we open the safe? No. Take all that other stuff, though. Blah, blah, blah. Personal files. Clear blue skies. Blah, blah, blah. Sandra and Graham are living up to their promises, not interfered with local broadcasts. Almost ended up with the board on his trail. Sandra and Graham have oversaturated my key bands. Alright. I don't think we need to use that for anything else right now. Hello? I'm expecting we're going to be engaged in combat when we walk out the door. What do I know? Maybe not. Alright, we're not. Alright, so that's that. We met the information broker here, and we killed all the bad guys. And so I'm going to leave you with this lovely view which will probably also be the title card. Thanks for watching The Outer Worlds Spacer's Choice Edition. If you enjoyed it, hit that like button. You can always comment or subscribe. I will see you next time.